Pajamagate 2024 summed up just very simple. So this story came out around Christmas where we saw this family unit. And what you can see is there's one child that's in the photo that's not dressed like the others. In fact, his pajamas look old and worn and everybody else's looks new. So when we find out what's going on in the story, according to the child's mother, which is a little boy in the middle, his mother, who is different than this baby mama. Now, mind you, this man does not have a wife, but he's got at least 2 litters of children. So the child's mom, the one that's wearing the black, she posts on social media a story about how she can't understand how her son was taken to be in a Christmas photo with his father and his new baby mama and 2 children, and they not get him matching pajamas. Now, once we get through all of the rigmarole and goes back and forth, what we find out from the mom who makes a video, the little boy in the black, his mother states that she and this man in the photograph, the dad comes and gets the child every other weekend. He was not supposed to come and get him the weekend that he's in this photo. He had gotten him the weekend before. But she says, somewhat at the last minute, he calls her up or sends her a message and says that he would like to have the son for that weekend. And she says, fine. But she does ask, does she need to redo his hair? And the dad says, yes. So mind you, the child was not supposed to be there for the photographs. But there was enough time for the mom to retwist or rebraid his whole head and the father not ensure that he had pajamas that matched the other litter of children that he has by this new baby mama. Again, this man is not married. He has 2 litters of children, so he's got mixed match kids. So when this was said and done, most people, the 59 million people that looked at this, turned on what they call the stepmom. She's not a stepmom. There's a big difference between a woman who marries a man with children and a woman who is just having more children by a man. She is not a stepmother. She is the other baby mama. And another baby mama or the daddy's girlfriend is not going to feel the same obligation to a man's other child by other women or another woman as a married woman would to her husband's children. So therefore, I could totally understand how this new baby mama that went and had 2 back-to-back children by a man with who already had a litter of children, that at least one other that we know of, and she ran and had 2 kids by him, playing house, playing wife, and wanting to stake a claim on him. Now, he wouldn't give her a ring. He could put 2 babies in her, but he wouldn't give either one of the women rings to be married. So to replace that, she's decided, well, I'm going to claim him by having him in a photograph with me and my 2 children, and we're all going to be wearing matching pajamas, and then I'm going to pee on that tree, and everybody's going to know that he's mine and that we are a family unit. And the man with the mixed match children said, I ain't your man. You just somebody that's having my babies. And so this brother decided to sabotage this photo shoot. Can't nobody tell me different. Because he was not supposed to have the child that weekend. There would be no reason for the new baby mama with these 2 babies. There would be no reason for her to go out and buy his child some matching pajamas to be in a photograph when he wasn't even supposed to be there. That's thing number 1. And thing number 2 is, why should she? I mean, these are just 2 random women that are out having babies by a random man. But we think that the 2 women are responsible for making sure that he has a photograph with both litters of children that he has. You see, we need to move away from that. It is not the new baby mama, even the new wife, in many people's opinion. It is not the women that are in this relationship with this man that's just spreading his seed all over like they're droppings. It is not the women's responsibility to ensure that he has pictures with all of his children. Now, instead of being mad at the new baby mama or the 2 baby mamas being mad at each other, they should both look to him because it's his responsibility. If he wants to have Christmas pictures with all of his litters of children, it is his responsibility to get them, buy them matching clothes if he wants to do that, put them in a car, station wagon, a van, an SUV, and go somewhere and get a picture taken with them if that's what he wants to do. It is not the women's job. People always try to make it the woman's responsibility to try to herd all the man's kids by different women. It's not her job. It's not her responsibility. This woman in the photograph is just another woman that he has a baby by that decided that she wanted to have a picture with her kids and their daddy. It is not her job to make sure that her kids and his kids all have a picture with their daddy. That's not her responsibility. And this man, what he decided is that he was going to show all of them. I am an alley cat man. I don't belong to none of y'all. So therefore, he sabotaged this photo shoot. Because again, as the mother said, the little boy in the middle was not supposed to even be there. That was not his weekend. He went and got him and inserted him in the photograph that this woman, who's the other baby mama, that squeezed out two random babies by him back to back to back to back. And all the kids, they going basically at one point almost all be the same age. She wanted to piss on a tree and stake claim to him by doing this photo shoot. He wanted to show, oh, I ain't trying to be with none of y'all. So he did that. And then get this part. It wasn't the woman in this picture that put the pictures online. It was the man in the photograph that sent the picture of their son who again, he told the mom that he needed to have his hair rebraided, which was an hour, probably a day event. But he didn't tell her, oh, let me go get him some pajamas to match these other mixed match kids that I have. Or can you go and get him some green pajamas that look like this so he can be in our family picture? He then takes the pictures and sends them to her Christmas morning or Christmas Eve so that he could upset her. This way, all of the women would start bickering and fighting. And then you know what he could do? He could get up on Christmas morning and say, oh, y'all doing all this fussing and fighting. I'm fixing to go to my mama's house. And then you know where he went? He went to another woman's house where he probably is expecting his third or fourth litter of children. So let's take the women out of the equation of this. It is not women's responsibility to make sure that all men, that we herd men's children by different women, to make sure that they're all together. Each woman is concerned with and responsible for her children. Now, I would say different if a woman marries a man that has kids. I could see how then you do become a blended family. But if a man is running around just having random kids by random women, he's playing all of you. And what I can guarantee you is that these two women are both sleeping with him, and he's probably sleeping with two more other women. So Pajamagate 2024 is 2025. Let that go. Learn from it. Move on from it. If you're not married to a man, and even if you are, it is not your responsibility to be buying all of his kids matching clothes so that he can have cute little Christmas pictures with all of his kids, with your kids thrown into a mix of a whole bunch of other litter of children. Let Pajamagate 2024 stay in 2024.